please.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Ziegler. Mr. Nagel.
Here.
Mr. Fisher.
Here, would everyone please stand for the pledge of allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 2 is a motion to accept the minutes of the July 10th and July 24th, 2024 meeting. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 3 is a resolution authorizing the payment of claims. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Yeah.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 4 is reports of town officers.
I move these reports be received and put on.
Second.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 5 is the correspondence, and item 6 is a motion to receive the correspondence.
I make a motion to receive the correspondence and put on file.
Second.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 7 is audience participation. Anyone who would like to address the board on anything that is not on the agenda, please step forward to the podium and state your name and address, and the board will listen. Anyone? Seeing none, we will move on to item 8, 7 p.m. public hearing regarding the amendment of Town Code, Chapter 161, Solar Energy Systems and Equipment. John?
Motion to dispense with reading of the public hearing notice.
Guys?
Is that a move? Second?
Second.
All right, Lewis first, Ripko second. Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye.
This is an amendment to the zoning ordinance with regard to the solar energy systems. One is an amendment, one is an addition. The amendment being that the solar panels and its framework cannot exceed 20 feet in height. Presently, it's 15 feet. They've come in and asked for a 20-foot height. We did some research, look around, found, and one of the particular ones was town of Elmira just passed their solar ordinance and went to a 20-foot height. So after discussing it, the planning board stated that they believe 20 foot would be fine. The other amendment is an addition. We have issues where the solar projects cross over contiguous properties. And therefore, if it's at certain times, depending on the lay of the land, if the properties cross over, they need 75-foot setback. Well, what that would do would basically out in East Jesus somewhere, you could have it be contiguous and have zero setback or reduced setback. And then not extend the projects closer to, even though might be 75 feet away, closer to roadways, closer to other boundaries, closer to improved properties. So the planning board asked for an amendment that would allow it to consider down to a 0-foot setback if the properties are contiguous and the projects coincide. But these would be they may consider it. It doesn't have, it's not a requirement that they go down to 0. So you would be giving them the discretion. So with that explanation, I'll open the public hearing to anyone who wishes to speak with regard to these this amendment and the addition to the solar energy law. Anyone at all? Anyone, please? Motions in order to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ripko,
Aye.
Mr. Lewis,
Aye.
Mr. Nagel,
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 9 is discussion of possible action regarding the amendment of Town Code, Chapter 161, solar energy systems and equipment. Gentlemen?
John, you said the first one, you followed the town of Elmira.
I looked at the town of Elmira, looked at a number of other ordinances to see, because our height has always been at 15 feet. Now, what they had asked was that the project they're gonna put in has solar panels that move and follow the sun, so they're not static panels. And therefore, when it would be at, when the sun's going down or coming up, they would be at full tilt would be at 20 feet. The planning board looked at it and said they didn't feel that it was kind of not necessary to just say, well, it's only if the panels move and we got to do this, that 20 feet in height from 15 to 20 feet is probably not a big issue, and it looks like that is becoming more of an industry standard. The 15 feet came from what was put out as a model law by NYSERDA at the same time. I think NYSERDA had put out a model ordinance. So nobody really considered it much, but adapted it because we needed an ordinance. So
And the minimum setback is you got that from
the
same.
the minimum setback of 75 feet also came out of that. And they don't dispute the 75 feet as such, but we're looking at certain areas where, you got, these things are put on acreage. So like I say, it might be out away from everything. And if you took, if you had contiguous properties with just acreage, and the projects are basically gonna be contiguous, or it's gonna cross a line. When you take 75 feet from that property line with one project, you put 150 feet in there, which could pull the project back another 75 feet from, this way, where it might be going closer to the road, closer to things at that point in time. So they would still have to abide by the 75 feet, except where the planning board would review and say, let's keep these together so that we don't impact the least amount of land with regard to the projects.
I have no further.
Anybody else got any questions?
No.
Okay, I'd ask for a motion to adopt the new ordinance.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Ripko, Mr. Lewis,
Aye.
Mr. Nagel,
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 10 is a public hearing regarding PUD amendment request of AZT Corporation on behalf of NS Realty Holding LLC to reconfigure parcels 4 and parcels 5. John?
Please take notice the public hearing will be held by the town of Horseheads, August 14, 2024 at 7 PM in the Horseheads Town Hall, 150 Wygant Road, Horseheads, New York, to consider the request of AZT Corporation on behalf of NS Retail Holdings LLC for an amendment to the planned unit development to reconfigure parcel number 4 located at 1450, 1530 County Road 64, tax map number 58.04-1-17.115, and parcel 5 located in 1200 to 1750 County Route 64, tax map numbers 58.04-1-17.111. Any resident town of Horseheads shall be entitled to be heard upon said proposed action at such public hearing. Any person requiring special assistance should contact the town clerk prior to the meeting. Kathy R. Wood, Town Clerk, dated July 15th, 2024. Published at one time in the Elmira Star Gazette on Friday, August 2nd, 2024. I'll open the public hearing to anyone who wishes to speak with regard to this amendment to the planned unit development. Planned unit development too, just to be clear, is Southern Tier Crossings. It's where Walmart and Kohl's and everything else is over there. Anyone have any comment at all? Anyone at all? Motions in order to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis, Mr. Nagel,
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 11 is discussion of possible action regarding the planned unit development, amendment request of AZT Corporation on behalf of NS Realty Corporation LLC to reconfigure parcels 4 and 5. Gentlemen?
This is, they've configured over there in Southern Tier Crossing, and the present owners are selling off the parcels to different people. Other parcels have been in existence. This is the final parcel that they want to sell off, which is the Joanne Fabrics, PetSmart, that building there, the parking lot in front of it. But the unique thing about that building that we're really doing is that building will also have as part of it all the common area in the project, meaning all the roadways in the detention basin, and that will be part of that parcel. And then the other parcels will contribute to those issues. So what they're taking out is that parcel is one parcel, which I believe is 4. And then number 5 would be, we're all familiar with where Dick's and Kohl's, and that is when you go all the way down to the end of the parcel, there's a big vacant lot. Well, that would become now parcel 5. So we're just splitting those parcels at this point in time so that they can be sold or transferred in the future easily.
We have a motion to accept it.
So moved.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel,
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 12 is discussion of possible action regarding the host benefit agreement and the decommissioning agreement, Sheasley Solar Farm, 200 North Chemung Road, Horseheads, New York. John?
Same, we passed these before for each solar project. And the host benefit agreement pays the town per megawatt. I think it's 2,500 a year. And the decommissioning agreement establishes an escrow, so in the future, when most of us here will not be around. I didn't say where you're going, I said you wouldn't be around. And that the project, and if it's not taken care of and removed, that the town will have the benefit of the funds to decommission the project and get rid of the parcels, and hopefully and you never see these, hopefully the lessors of the property have taken care of some of that in their lease, and I don't know whether that happens or not. But this is from our perspective. Since usually there's pilot agreements on each of these, the amount of money that the town will get is whatever is approved as the pilot amount, the town will get 7%. So in this fashion, what is it, 5 megawatt? What is the,
Each one is 5 megawatts.
is there 2 on here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Sheasley,
Sheasley and Parker, both are right.
yeah, but yeah, Park was the other one, but we approved that. This is Sheasley, so it's 5 megawatts. So if It's 2,500 per megawatt. So at the end of the year, we would get a report on how much they fed into the system. So if they fed in 3 megawatts over the year, we're gonna get $7,500. If they feed in the whole 5, we'll get 12,500 on it. So, but it's 25 per megawatt. Uh, uh, produced, is that
Yeah, I
proper
believe
language?
it's like the rating of the array with the utility. So it's a production peak that they're allowed.
Right. So, and these are the same things we've passed before.
And we need it to
This
pass it so I could
So
sign
you
it.
can sign the agreements, yes.
In the last one we did, that was Parker's and that.
Yeah.
I thought we had it, I thought it was more than 25.
I don't believe
I don't
so.
believe so.
No, it was always.
Yeah, the only we used is 2,500.
Okay.
Apparently the county's dipping into these things too.
Yeah.
At the to the tune of $8,000 a megawatt. They have. That's, well,
Yeah, 2,500, Carl.
25 on it.
Yeah.
It's not-
I need a motion to authorize me to sign.
I believe,
So moved.
Mr. Ripko is a second. Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 13 is a resolution referring the PUD amendment request of Scott Cardwell, Spring Creek Apartments, 150 Old Ithaca Road. Addition of 3 apartment buildings totaling 12 units to the town of Fort Dix Planning Board.
yeah, this is the PUD request is referred to the town planning board. I don't believe there's any required referral to the county planning board for where this sits, and it doesn't sit close to the village, so I don't believe it goes to the village either. So we just refer this, and then the planning board will review it, review the updated site plan and everything that they produce, make sure parking works and everything else. And then it will come back to this board to hold the public hearing and approve it.
Gentlemen, need a motion.
So move. Second.
Mr. Ripko. Mr. Lewis. Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Item 14 is a resolution to receive and place on file the town of Portsmouth audit town financial statements for year ending December 31st, 2023. Rick McNeely did our stuff. You all have copies in your mailbox. The resolution to receive and place it on file.
So. Second.
Mr. Lewis was second. Mr. Ripko. Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. There's no conference attended. That concludes our meeting. Just to let everyone know, we will have a second meeting to be held August 28th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. At this time, we can ask for a motion to go into executive session to discuss the purchase of property by the town. So can I have a motion to go into executive session?
Second.
Mr. Ripko.
Aye.
Mr. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Nagel.
Aye.
Mr. Fisher.
Aye. Thank you all for coming. You know what you gotta do, Scott. Thank you.